The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense takes the field. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Toss to the outside. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
He leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Arizona! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. On the ground, it's Brady. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call him.
Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's Penn. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Arizona comes out with another first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. This time on target. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Warren. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all the...
There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's caught. It's Hall. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bray. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more ball.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Moving out of the pocket. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. An 84-yard drive there. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Brown wants to pass. Gets it to the back. Makes a man miss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Penn. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Rushes on him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Dances away to buy time. Right on target this time. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Arizona right back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Brown will throw it. Here's the heat. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ross. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona in a hurry.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill position.
Headed to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover 1. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receivers.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No,
turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football. And now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He's going to take off. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Touchdown, Arizona! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Johnson looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. Hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead.
He's going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Penn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's were.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They built a huge...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games. Forget the heartbreakers. This play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.